On November 29th, 2021, the police received tips about a 30-year-old man named Stephen Stathis, who was potentially involved in the disappearance of a 15-year-old. Authorities kept a lookout at his home and waited for him to return with the minor.
What is she to you? Daughter, friend, cousin?
She's a friend.
A friend of yours? Okay.
Her mom's a friend of mine.
Her mom is a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you taking her to her mom's right now? Or?
She got into a fight with her mom. I'm just holding it there because she said that she was gonna herself, whatever.
She said she was gonna herself over the fight.
So I'm just scared. She's gonna stay with me for a couple of days and then
stay with you for a couple of days?
And then she was just gonna go back home.
Okay, where does she live?
She's out of state.
Oh, how like Illinois, Ohio?
Kentucky.
Kentucky? Oh my.
So I was on my way to see my sister for Thanksgiving because she's in North Carolina.
She's in North Carolina.
This shit just kind of happened and.
Okay, so she is. So you and her mother are friends, and she, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So you and her mother are friends, and you guys are pretty tight knit. You and mom are pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got the daughter's phone number, I'm assuming you guys are all pretty tight.
Cause her, she was like really upset and everything. She lost her job.
Okay. It's reason to be upset. I can understand that.
And then she and her mom got into a big argument. Okay. And then she's like, well, her mom called her a mistake. Okay. And then she was just really pissed off. And then she like telling me that she was just gonna like she can't do it. She was gonna either run away, be homeless, or whatever. And okay. I figured and speaking with her. Talking with her stepdad or her dad and whatever. And okay. Everything was like, okay, we're just gonna let it all mellow out for a minute.
Okay. Do you guys like talk often?
We've been talking like almost like every once in a while, a couple times a week.
Is it like
a few months?
A dating thing, like boyfriend girlfriend?
No, we're just
on the way to maybe get there, or on the way of maybe becoming that, or
no, it's just mutual friends and that's it.
Just mutual friends and that's it. Okay. All right. So you happen to be in North Carolina for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
She texts you. You guys are obviously close enough that she texts you when she's having emotional problems and things like that.
Yeah.
Pick her up. Did mom know that you had her, or did her stepdad know?
Her dad she was talking to her dad on the way here, okay. And she was explaining it to him about the situation, and he seemed okay with it. Okay. And her mom, talking to her mom and everything, she seemed like her mom was like upset, pissed off, and everything. Okay. But that was pretty much it. Like, she was talking to her family and everybody was just making sure that she was safe or whatever. And she's like, yeah, that's fine.
And then you were going to run her all the way back to Kentucky at some point?
Yeah, I was going to either drive her back down there or have her fly down.
Have her fly down? Okay, or like meet someone halfway or shit like that?
She says she has a step-aunt or another stepmom in Indiana.
Okay.
So that was another aspect to go to.
Okay. And so, just because I'm curious, why did you not just take her back home then, if everything was all good?
All I had to do was stop her mom and everything was.
I mean like
she didn't want
to your house. Why don't you just take her back to your place? Well, I understand that I was parked there, but yeah, I was just sitting there just typing.
There was that, and then just me driving around, because I didn't know why you guys were there,
I understand that completely.
Yeah, because she talked to her stepdad or her dad, and her dad was cool with it.
Okay. She talked to her dad said it's fine, whatever, just have her back home at some point. Yeah. I can understand that.
Because then I could have just taken her in a week or two, because I took off for in a couple of weeks for my job.
Okay.
And she could just been down there.
Okay. What day do you think you left to go down there again? Around Thanksgiving, like on Thanksgiving?
I left Thanksgiving night.
Okay. And you left Thanksgiving night.
Yeah, because I had dinner
to go get her.
No. I went Thanksgiving night.
Oh, okay. So you guys celebrated it after the day.
Yeah. So I was up here with a buddy of mine, and then I went to North Carolina to go see my sister for Thanksgiving, and then I was on my way back, and then that's when the shit happened.
Okay. Where in North Carolina do you think you were at? Raleigh?
Durham.
Durham?
I I don't really remember her address right now.
No, I understand. Does your sister have the same last name as you still?
No.
You originally from Florida?
Yeah, yes and no.
Yeah.
Like,
The
I
Gator family?
wasn't born there, but I lived there for about 7 years.
I understand that. Yeah. Oh, gotta be a lot warmer down there than it is right here. I know. I tell you what. How long have you known her mom?
Couple months off and on.
Couple months off and on. You think her mom have something going on, or?
No, her mom was married.
Okay. So what's her mom's name?
I don't know. I'm just sick right now. I think I ended up getting like the flu down there, and I'm just not feeling so good.
Oh well, yeah. It is about cold season, I suppose.
Cause I was supposed to go into work, and I was just like, even though I'm coming in, I was just like, my body is aching. I'm just, I think I got like a fever and everything. So
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
was just trying to hurry up, get home, so I could take a shower. And
Yeah. So we don't know mom or dad's name. Okay. How do you get in contact with them? Do you have a phone number for them, or?
She has their number and everything. I just Facebook.
I know I kind of asked you this before, but I mean, kind of not knowing her mom's name really not that big of a deal to me. But I mean, are you guys working on possibly like a dating thing here with you two?
No, she was just, because she was pissed off at her mom. I think that's what she was just trying to get her pissed off at, whatever, because her mom was like, called her the mistake and everything, and I think that she was just trying to find a way to piss her mom off even more and just be like, well, fuck you, and this and that, so.
So she just called you and said, come get me?
I
mean, that's a lot of trust to just call somebody that... to just call somebody on Facebook and say, hey, come pick me up from Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've been talking for a few months.
Just you two privately?
Her and I usually, we just, we just talk if she needs someone to talk to or whatever.
Yeah, just bullshitting.
More welcome to reach out, and this was just one of those things.
Absolutely. I completely understand that. And she confides all this in you?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, I guess is there a reason that, have you ever called the police for something like this? Like when she does these things, or just want to keep it more internal?
Keep it more internal.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sitting here saying like, hey, I don't think that everybody's different.
Yeah,
I don't think that she would go out and permanently herself or anything like that. I think it was something to do with her more so having the detention. I'm hurting. Some people just do it for because it kind of helps them cope a little bit.
Absolutely. I can completely
so I think that
understand
was more so it, but she was always here to talk, and I'd always sit there and try and say, hey, you shouldn't be doing this or whatever.
Yeah.
You need to stop, and she'll kind of, vent a little bit, and like I said, she'll be emotional, she'll be crying, and I'm just like, someone that she can just talk to.
Okay. All right. You want to just hang out for a second?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go stand over here. Okay. I'm going to go talk to Brian real quick. Don't talk too much.
The suspected was picked up by somebody from West Bend who is a 30-year-old sex offender. We just picked him up. He drove right past his apartment rather than stop because we saw the SWAT cars waiting for him. We pulled him over. Neither one of them are acknowledging any sex has taken place, but she's 15, he's 30, 31. Thinking child enticement, maybe use of a computer to facilitate a sex crime. She's at this. It just did a real quick interview on the street. She's not saying anything sexual at this point, but I think she probably will when she settles in. I'm gonna have my guys impound his car to see what's in the car on an inventory search, and the chief would like a detective to do the interviews with her and him.
Okay. So, I want you to understand that you're not interested, okay? But the fact that you're 31 and she's 15, we have to talk about this just a little bit more, okay? But I ain't going to do it out here in the cold, okay? I want to get somewhere warm, and I bet you do too. So we're going to go down to my PD and we're going to talk about this, okay?
Do you mind if I stop home, shower or whatever a little bit?
Well, we're just going to go straight there. It shouldn't be long, okay? It should be quick. But we're just going to go there and handle it, okay? But I do have to put you in handcuffs because it's my boss's rule that I do that, okay? So can you turn around and face this way for me?
In the following 30-minute interview, the detective confronts Stephen about their relationship.
Where do you think your relationship with her is going?
Bringing her to hotel rooms.
You have to pay for the room or what?
And finding a pregnancy test and vibrator in his car.
The other concerning thing, too, is when they impounded your tongue and they found a pregnancy test and a vibrator. So, what brings me in to talk to you tonight?
Well, pretty sure
Okay.
I was arguing with her mom, and her mom said something to her, called her a mistake or something, and then and then she was like, I'm gonna run away. I was like, just talk to your mom about it. And then she was just like, can you come get me? And I was like, stay with me while we figure something out. She can't stay with her dad because of her dad's situation.
What's that situation?
Her dad was her. And then on our way up here, she was talking to her dad, explained it everything, and her dad was like, just let me know that you're safe, everything should be alright. And then she was talking to her mom a little bit up here too, so that's pretty much all that I kind of
Okay.
did.
How
We're friends.
How'd you guys meet?
Social media. Couple of months.
What's that? 2 months, 3 months, 4 months?
About 3 to 4.
So when did she call you and let her know about the fight with her mom?
She called me last night about it, and then this morning.
Wow, how long does it take to get to Kentucky?
I was on my way to go see my sister in North Carolina, and then I started to get sick. And then
When did you leave to go get your sister?
I left Thanksgiving dinner
Where's your sister?
in North Carolina, near Durham.
Did you ever make it there?
Like I said, I was getting sick on Friday.
Where were you when called you?
I was probably within the state area, the borderline area.
Around Kentucky?
Yeah. And then she asked her stepdad, and her stepdad didn't get her.
Sometime this week?
I saw him and her cousin earlier yesterday, I think.
And where'd you meet them?
And they're at the house.
So you went to her house then?
We dropped her off.
I'm confused. You thought you were picking her up.
I dropped her off at her house because she was stranded, and like I said, I was kind of in the area, and she lost her job, and her stepdad didn't answer, and drove out the way to pick her up and dropped her off at the house, and that was it.
So you were in the area. She called you to let you know she lost her job. She couldn't get a ride, so you picked her up and then took her home.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go from there?
Well, then that's when she texted me and said about the fight with her mom.
Okay. Were you on your way back up here then?
Mm-hmm.
So then you turned around?
I was gonna go I was getting ready to go home, and then that's when everything kind of went, and...
All right. Is this the first time you met her?
Mm-hmm.
When have you met her in the past? Not counting this time.
Just a couple.
Okay, so 3 total maybe?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
And that would be within the last, so okay, you met her 3-4 months ago, so maybe 2-3 months ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe 3 times total, including today?
I think so.
Okay. What did you guys do the first 2 times?
I know that I think the first time, I don't remember. I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling it.
We're good. We're all good, I understand.
I think we just talked. She was telling, I know she was going through some emotional shit, and I had a friend that passed away, was going to Florida, and then on my way back, I think I saw her, hung out.
Did you pick up her house?
Mm,
Where'd you guys meet?
nearby her house. And then,
What's by your house? Just up the street?
there was
Or?
like a park, gas station.
Well, which was it, a park or a gas station?
I think I met her at, one of the times I met her at the gas station. Another time I met her at the park.
Okay.
Because that was the other time I was away, and I drove to Florida for the funeral.
And you met her on the way back or on the way down?
I think it was on the way back.
And where'd you meet at that time?
One of the places, it was
If you picked her up at the gas station, where'd you guys go after that?
nothing. She just met. She walked home and walked her with, and saw her stepdad out in the driveway, and she had her little brother there with her, and that was it.
Where do you think your relationship with her is going?
Just friends. Nothing special. I think because of what she thinks, she was just saying some shit just to piss her mom off, and that was it.
What made you bring her back to West Bend, Wisconsin? How are you gonna get her back home?
She's got family up in Indiana. Like if I talked to her, so I can always drive her down, or she can take the plane down. It was just one of the things, like, hey, she was in a situation, she kind of needed something.
Yeah.
She explained it to her dad, and her dad was like, sure, you're good. She's like, I just want to make sure you're safe. She talked to her stepmom, supposedly about it, told her what was going on. They were all worried about her, but you're going to be safe. Her dad needed to help out, and just to kind of go, and he's, I know she kind of explained it to him. Her stepdad texted her something about either call your mom or your dad, and her dad was like, why didn't you call? Like, just because of the shit that was going on, just wasn't there for her at the moment.
So she let somebody know where she was going.
Yeah. And if push came to shove, like, it was just like, it was just gonna be temporary. She needed to get back, I wasn't, ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait for the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drive there and back in one day. I work second shift, so I'd get done at like 10 on a Friday, drop her off, drive down there, and head back like on Saturday afternoon or something, and be done.
Yeah.
8-hour drive. So,
How long
I
did
think
it
it's like 8 hours.
take? 8 hours.
I don't know why it took so long to get back.
You stop anywhere, pull over, sleep?
GPS had me out. So we did stop at a rest area to sleep, and then I had to go use obviously for gas, and then I had to stop at a hotel to use the bathroom on the way up. But other than that,
Stopped at a hotel to use the bathroom?
you're surprised driving through Milwaukee how many gas stations are open to use the bathroom. Not many.
What, you have to pay for the room or what?
No, I stopped at like it was like a Hilton or something.
Oh, okay, so you just went in the lobby and...
Yeah,
Okay.
and I was like, can I use the restroom? And she's like, yeah, and I was like, okay, cool, because I was like, I said I'm sick, and I thought I'd be able to make it home, but then I had to like take a major
You didn't rent a room or nothing like that?
No, I just went in there to use the
How are you guys communicating about her problems with your man or what?
I don't remember. I know when she called me on the phone, we talked about it. I just told her to, I think that was on Snap about it, and then she called me, and then we kind of talked, and I was like, just talk to your mom, please talk to your mom.
Yeah.
Before anything or whatever, just talk to her. I'm like, please, just talk to your mom about it, and that was pretty much it. And whatever happened, I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, you should just stay home, figure it out. And then she's like, either I'm gonna run away homeless, or can you please come get me? And I'm not so sure what happened.
Yeah. You know as well as I do. I mean, dude, you can't help who you fall in love with, right? That's stuff just happens, right? So in talking to her and talking to you, I mean, a lot of what you guys are saying is like spot on. So I believe that there's more to it than what you're saying. I mean, some of the coincidental stuff. All right. The other concerning thing too is when they impounded your account receipt for a pregnancy test, and they found pregnancy tests and a vibrator. Okay. So so if anything did happen between you guys, it was consensual, right?
Nothing happened.
Okay. The test was for her, and she was coming up here because if she was pregnant, you were going to help take care of her.
No.
But that didn't happen here.
No.
What could have happened would have been down in Kentucky, correct?
If anything did happen, I would have been down there.
Okay. All right.
But no, that wasn't the reason why she was coming up here.
Well, no, she said that there was some fighting and that type of stuff, and the thing with her mom. So like I said, I mean, I talked to both of you, and it's right on, except for the relationship part of it. So she told me you guys met 3 times in total. You told me you met 3 times in total. Both of them are pretty much says both times you met down there was at a park, and that the third time here, again, you stopped at the rest stop, came up here, nothing happened between the two of you, and that anything that happened would have been there, but she said, well, the pregnancy test was for me because there's a chance I could have been pregnant, but everything was consensual and it would have happened in Kentucky. So you're telling me the same story, right? I mean, it is what it is, right? So. And that stuff was actually purchased for her. And then, obviously she did want to come up here and get away for a little bit, but also determine if she was pregnant or not. And if she was pregnant, you would promise to help her out, which is cool. I mean, a lot of guys would just say, see you later. So you want to take responsibility. I mean, I don't have any jurisdiction on what happened down there, so you know what I'm saying? But is she lying to me?
I don't feel comfortable answering.
Okay. All right. You guys talk about being together at all?
I think this is probably where I would want a lawyer at this point.
Okay.
Stathis was previously convicted of child enticement in Ozaukee County in 2010. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison and 5 years extended supervision.